Hey everyone, I'm here today taking a look at the Jurassic World Hammond Collection Velociraptor Delta from Mattel. Here's the packaging quickly, standard packaging. The Velociraptor comes in there with the tail detached, so you have to pop the tail in and then you can't take it out afterwards. And then on the back there's just some photographs of the dinosaur, the toy, which look pretty cool. Also some nice pictures on the side of the dinosaur in some good poses. Now Delta has the standard Velociraptor articulation, the mouth opens, head moves at the base of the skull and where the neck connects to the shoulders. Arms go forward and backwards and out to the side, and there's a rotation and a pivot at the elbow. Legs move at the thigh joint there where it connects at the pelvis, at the knee, and then at the ankle there. There's no articulation at that kind of second ankle there. And then the tail swivels around, as well as having the metal wire in the rubber that you can bend to pose that as well. Delta's mostly this pale green colour, which I really like. Then there's some dark patches around the eye, kind of a greyish colour, as well as stripes going down the back and down the thigh, and then pale on the underneath. So there's kind of three main colours used. All the nails are painted, which is nice. See the sort of white on the underside of the mouth going down the neck and the belly. For the most part, Delta is the same sculpt as Blue, but the arms are different, and these are arms we haven't seen on any Velociraptor before, whereas on Blue the hands are kind of drooping downwards. On Delta they're in more of a clawing position, but it's different to the hands that came on the original three Velociraptors we got, the one from Jurassic Park and the two from Jurassic Park 3. So it's a new, unique arm sculpt, as far as I'm aware, that hasn't been used on any other Velociraptors, just for Delta's lower arm there. The heads look ever so slightly different to me on Blue and Delta, but I think that's because the plastic used on Delta is a bit different. It feels a little bit less rubbery, a bit harder, so I think the details just show up a bit better on Delta's head than they do on Blue, but I think it is the same sculpt. However, one big difference between the two, and this is a major improvement, is the teeth. If I open up the mouths, you can see the teeth on Delta look far pointier and sharper. This is something they've been doing on a lot of the dinosaurs. They've managed to find a way to make the teeth pointier and sharper without them being a hazard by making them of rubbery plastic. But the teeth look so much better on Delta than they do on Blue or any of the previous Raptors, where they looked very soft and rounded, not sharp at all, very kind of blunt little teeth. Whereas on Delta they just look a little bit longer, a little bit pointier, a little bit sharper. And it's great that Hammond Collection and Mattel in general are still making these improvements on their dinosaurs, kind of like the smaller feet which Delta has, the same as Blue did, which are much smaller and look so much better than those massive feet on the original three Velociraptors we got in the Hammond Collection. But it is kind of frustrating at the same time that we didn't have this on the earlier figures. It makes me want them to go back and redo, like the Baryonyx, for example, and even the Hammond Collection T-Rex, I think, could be vastly improved if you compare it to the Giganotosaurus. You know, if it had the rubbery teeth that look sharper and smaller feet and better knee articulation. I think the glass eye looks a little bit better on Delta than it does on Blue. It's not quite as sunken into the plastic of the head, and the black iris is a bit more prominent, so it just looks slightly better than it did on Blue, as well as those teeth looking so much better. Here we have the 5 Hammond Collection Raptors together, so we've got this kind of ragtag group of Raptors from Jurassic World, Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park 3. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't had a tiger stripe raptor from the Lost World yet. We've got 2 Jurassic Park 3 Raptors and 2 Jurassic World Raptors, and even though I do really like those Jurassic Park 3 ones, apart from the massive slipper feet, and it is nice to kind of build up Blue's pack, it'd be nice to get the whole set of 4. I really want the Lost World to get some representation with the Velociraptors now in Hammond Collection. Surely the next Velociraptor we get is going to have to be the tiger stripe one. And just for a quick comparison with a human figure, here's the regular line Owen. I really like the colour scheme of Delta, so I'm glad we've got her, even though it was a toss-up really between her and a tiger stripe between the 2 Velociraptors that I wanted in the line next. But Delta is pretty cool. She does stand out being green from all the other Raptors that we've had so far. Let me know what you think of Delta and what Velociraptor you'd like to see next in the line. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.